Today we are at the crew management area. It's the Bird Rookery in cooperation with the Florida Fish and Game and Wildlife Conservation Commission. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and see a big giant alligator. Let's go for a little walk and we'll see if we can see him. Oh, there he is, sitting on the other bank. He looks about a 8 or 10 footer.
Is that anything there?
No, that's nothing in there.
Okay.
Okay, so we saw the alligator. Now we're going to go for a walk. We'll be back. Bird Rookery Swamp, an amazing watershed. Wood storks, pileated woodpeckers, Florida black bears, Florida panthers, wood ducks, American alligators, and on and on. All right, let's get out there. And the best part is, the first part of it is all wooden walkway. Yay! Listen. It's a bird. If you stop and look right here, you can see where an alligator bit part of the railing out. Okay, not really, but it sounded good. Had to have something exciting in our walk. I'm not seeing anything today. Nothing. No birds. No alligators. Nothing. No bears. And now the fun part's going to begin. We're going to be sharing the trail with alligators. And they don't recommend you bring pets because alligators love dog. So you're not allowed to feed them, you're not allowed to touch them, you're not allowed to kick them, you're not allowed to pet them. You can take pictures of them though. And the good news is, although alligators are fast, I brought a secret weapon with me, just for alligators. Yep, her, because I am faster than she is. So if an alligator's chasing us, it's going to get her. All right, let's see what we can find. Do you see anything on your side?
Nope.
Did you see that stump you just tripped over?
Nope.
Nope, didn't see that either. I see people in front of us. There's people up there. If you hear screaming and running, I know to turn around. Is that an alligator right there? No, it's not. It's a stick. So we're in the Bird Rookery Swamp. You would expect to see lots of birds, but the answer to that is no, I don't see any. I don't hear any. Oh, I'm lying. I did hear one. And that's not a nest.
Oh.
There's a name for that which escapes me at the moment. It's where all the stuff falls down inside there. Yeah. Now, for those of you that have been following my videos, you know that every time I look in here in any of these ferns, I always manage to see something or hear something. Let's look. Nothing. We're a half mile in. Oh, there it is. It's a witch's broom. It's thought to look like a nest. It's actually a tree mutation called witch's broom. And there it is. Let's see if this thing will point up there to it. See it up there in the tree? Looks like a giant nest. So there are many ways this can happen, from a bacteria to a protoplasma, a kind of bacteria that's carried from plant to plant by sap-sucking insects. The plant will not get any bigger in the area affected, creating the odd nest-like growth. Oh, there you go. And this is a great spot to stand and have an alligator come up and grab you. But not today. Yay.
Is that anything there?
Is there anything there?
Is that just a wood, piece of wood?
Where do you see a piece of wood?
To your right in the water?
That's a piece of wood. Okay. Caution, the walking of dogs and pets is not recommended. Because there's alligators out there. Somewhere.
I think this is where we saw them.
Yeah, it looks like it. We walked through here once before, and we saw lots of alligators back in here. They were all about a foot long. I wanted to take one home, but I was overruled. And look, there's a nice bench you can sit on. An alligator can come right up and grab you. Yeah. Those are cypress knees. You might have seen them in one of my other videos. Cypress knees. It's the bottom of the cypress tree, coming up through the swamp. And out there in the water, you see a wooden platform, and you say to yourself, "Self, what could that possibly be for?" Well, I can't tell you exactly why it's out there, but I can tell you who uses it all the time, except for today when we're out here, because I've seen these in other parks. The turtles climb up there and sit out there in the sun. So if that's exactly why they put it there, I can't answer that, but that's what they do. And there's fish right there in the water jumping around. I don't know if we saw them. There's a couple of them out there. We found a little bit of wildlife. It's an anhinga, drying his feathers. He's wondering, why is that guy taking my picture? Okay. The difference between an anhinga and a cormorant, the anhinga has a straight bill. The end of its bill is straight. A cormorant, the end of it is hooked. It's got a little hook in it. So an anhinga is just a little bit smaller. And one of the reasons they stand like that, they're drying their feathers. And they say they don't have any oil in their feathers, so they put their wings out, and that's how they dry, because they swim and they dive for fish. Okay, we'll leave him alone, see what else we can find. For those of you that like flowers, there's some nice flowers growing out here. I don't know what they are, but I don't want to go in and get any closer because I don't want to be eaten. We're going to have a lot of editing to do on this one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How far you want to go? Okay. We have a sign coming up. Let's see what that says. Some old railroad ties. Railroad ties circa 1910 to 1957. The Bird Rookery swamp is crisscrossed with many miles of railroad trams, such as the one which we're now looking at. These railroad ties supported the cypress lumbering train tracks that span these areas. Okay, so now we know. That's why there's so few cypress trees out here. They cut them all down. And saying that, I turn around and look, and there's all cypress trees right there. I believe cypress trees are very, very slow growing, so. Wonder if we just got that bee on the board, on the thing. Did you hear him buzzing around?
Yeah. Are the cypress trees the ones that are thick in the water?
These are cypress. That's a cypress.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cypress. They look like a pine tree, but they're very sparse on the top.
Oh, okay.
And you see that how wide the feet are,
Mm-hmm.
so that it doesn't fall over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of the things with cypress. You see at the bottom of the cypress tree, it's very wide. It helps stop it from falling over in the swampy water. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stop and just listen. Not a sound, still as can be. Amazing to be that quiet. Okay. Well, we've turned around. We're heading back towards the entrance. And you do know that all the creatures were only a quarter of a mile in front of us, or behind us now. One thing interesting, the sign said if there's an alligator in the path, you're not allowed to provoke them. You're not allowed to call at them. You're not allowed to make noises. You're not allowed to hit him with a stick. You're not allowed to do nothing. You have to stand here and wait till he moves. Well, I've seen alligators out in the sunshine. That might be 3 days later. You never know. So we're just hoping there's no alligators. Didn't go very far. I hear a woodpecker up ahead. Let's see if we can see him. Okay, we are ending up our Bird Rookery tour. We're just outside of Naples, Florida. We did about 3 miles, give or take. I hope you enjoyed it. And as usual, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the next video.